Damn, I got to stop doing this to myself. I keep coming out here barefoot with all these damn acorns out here. It's like walking on ball bearings. That shit hurts. Anyway, what's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. It's Friday night. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today was a good day for me. Of course, any day that I can wake up, get out of the bed, and have things to do and can get them done is a great day. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm just happy to be here and be part of the universe. It is now week number 3. Can you believe that it's already week number 3? And it's fun because tonight was interesting because I've seen some Giant fans that I haven't seen in a long time. And they're coming in and trolling us and telling us how they're going to beat us up. You know, Micah Parsons is going to get destroyed, that he's nothing like Lawrence Taylor and everything else. We got Jerry Jones trying to explain away Amari Cooper and why he was right about doing that. We got Jason Peters actually now beginning to practice at right tackle, left tackle, and guard, and can be position flex. We got Michael Gallup back at practice, a full go, and looks like he's going to be playing some Monday night. We got Dak Prescott practicing and actually doing everything but throwing. I believe Jaron Curse is going to be okay to play. If he's not, Donovan Wilson's there. I feel good that we have some depth there. The guy who hasn't been practicing is actually Micah Parsons, who is dealing with the cold. And it's funny that I've been talking about this for a while. And, you know, people can say I'm an idiot, you're delusional, you're crazy or whatever. That's fine. You know what? I had a conversation with John earlier today. And I said, as people are doing YouTube, here's the thing about doing YouTube and almost anything in life. The thing you have to do is worry about what you're doing to make you happy. And for me, I don't give excuse me, Dad, I don't give a fuck about the mundane minutia. Understand, when I come out here, sometimes I need to shave. Sometimes I got hair growing up my nose, or I need a haircut, or I've got a shirt that's got paint stains on it, or it's covered with sawdust and stuff, because that's the real me. That's my real personality. And if you're coming here because you think that I should be in a 3-piece suit, that I'm supposed to drive a fancy car, that everything is supposed to be perfect, that my enunciation is perfect, that I never make a mistake, that's not the real me. I'm real. The person you're sitting here talking and listening to right now, if you were here, is the person that you would meet when you're hanging out with me. This is it. I'm not putting on a front for anybody or anything. And that's the way you live life. And I had a point on this. I don't know why I brought it up, but it's the truth. And it's funny because a lot of times people will look at an image and think that image is what they're going to get. And because people waste their time looking at that image or looking at that image, you know, it's the guy with that fancy car and the nice clothes and everything else that literally has nothing to his name. That he's a broke ass, that he's living paycheck to paycheck. But that's the guy the girls want to be with, as opposed to the guy who maybe he's dirty, you know, his hands are he doesn't have a manicure, doesn't drive a fancy car, but he's the guy that's got money in the bank and is able to do stuff. You see what I'm saying? There's image versus reality. And that's where I don't care what you think. So if you ever do YouTube, you got to understand, you got to have a thick skin, because people are going to tell you you're an idiot, you're stupid, you're ugly, you can't pronounce stuff, you're lazy. You know, believe me, people are cruel out there because they never actually have to face you. They're behind a keyboard. They are not putting themselves out there for that. And so if you're doing this, you have to do that. So back to the Lawrence Taylor thing, this is the reason why I said this. I've been trying to compare, and I've been doing this for years, how a career starts out compared to other greats, because then you can start looking at the numbers and see where they may end up going. Doesn't mean they're going to. You could take what Chase Young did his rookie year and say, well, that guy's on track to be a Hall of Famer. But then you take what happened the second year and all of a sudden it kind of blew up. It's not to say he can't get back on track, but his second year didn't look too good and his third year has yet to start. You could look at somebody like RG3, who again, if you took it what he did his rookie year, it was incredible. After that, not so much. So it's only a matrix to kind of make projections and make comparisons. And so last year when I started seeing Micah Parsons, who was a linebacker turned edge rusher, who was making all this noise and doing things that nobody had seen before, having seen Lawrence Taylor play, because I'm old enough to remember that, I can say things that he's doing, I have not seen people have to plan against him since Lawrence Taylor. And so you put that in the conversation. That's not to say that Micah Parsons will be Lawrence Taylor when his career is all said and done, because Lawrence Taylor, I believe, won Defensive Player of the Year 4 years in a row, which would be incredible to see. But that's not to say that he can't. But you know what? Maybe you Giant fans are correct. Maybe you Giant fans are right that you can't make the comparison to Micah Parsons and LT. Because quite frankly, it may end up being that what Micah Parsons does is totally different than what Lawrence Taylor's doing. Because you can look, it's so crazy that Micah Parsons has 17 sacks to his career and has only played 18 games. If, and it's a big if, nobody keeps, he's not going to keep up with the sack pace of 2 a game. But you look at him playing against Tom Brady, a guy who gets rid of the ball fast and does not take sacks. The fact that he got 2 sacks against that guy. Now, Joe Burrow, yeah, everybody's sacking that guy. So you can see that 2 sacks. But Tom Brady, and when you go and start saying he's going against Daniel Jones, who has been sacked 8 times in 2 games, and they're basically relying on the run. That guy is being sacked 12.7% of the time. That's not good. So every 8 times he's dropping back, he's getting sacked. You look at that and say, Micah Parsons could feast on that one. Then you go the next week and you play against Washington, against Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz holds on to the ball for a long time. He's not Tom Brady, who gets rid of it in like 2.2 seconds. He'll hold it 3-4 seconds and sometimes 5 seconds. It's conceivable and crazy to even think this, but could you see at least multiple sack games between those two? Is it conceivable that he could get 3 in each of those games? Now, here's the crazy thing. With all the sacks that he's had, which I believe he's 5th in sack numbers. He's 5th in sacks since he got into the league. Only 60% of his snaps have been actually as an edge rusher. He's played Mike linebacker. He's played weak side linebacker. He's played edge rusher. He's even played cornerback and safety. So yeah, maybe comparing him to Lawrence Taylor is not something we should do. We should compare Micah to Micah. Because if he has a season that could be, he said he wants 15 sacks. Okay. If he gets to 15 along with 13, that's 28 sacks. Lawrence Taylor, his first 3 seasons, I believe it was about 27 sacks. It might have been 26 sacks. If something like that happens, so you kind of look at that, yeah, that's really different. Now for the Cowboys against the Giants, is we got to stop the run. Barkley has been getting 6.1 yards a carry. And if we can shut down that run, shut down Barkley, and now for once we have the Hogs, the big guys in the middle, the fat boys are back. If we can shut down that run and make the Giants have to pass, oh man, it could be a long day for Daniel Jones. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. I know Cop Pizzle has been doing a daily trash Mark Holmes video because he's so wanting me to respond. I kind of enjoy that, as opposed to getting back into the middle of the fight. Keep waiting, Pizzle. Keep waiting, buddy. Anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you guys as well as you ladies. And remember, tell the people you love that you love them, because you might not get the chance again. I love you guys, and I love you too, Pizzle. Have a great night, and I'll see you, God willing, tomorrow.